What is up, everybody? Today we are talking about Superman, James Gunn's big reboot of the Man of Steel. With all the hype and controversy already surrounding this movie, there is one big question. Will it flop? We will be diving into that and so much more, so please hit that like button, subscribe, and comment your thoughts. Before we even get into the cast and story, we have to address the drama that this movie has already brought upon itself. The very first clip of Superman in flight dropped recently, and let's just say, fans had some thoughts. When this video got released on the internet, it went crazy. People were calling it goofy and cheap looking, and some people even thought it looked like they had used CGI on David's face. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie, and I'm the biggest Superman fan there is, but even when I saw this clip, I was a little bit like, that looks a little bit weird, because his eyes do kind of look like they're looking in two different directions, and that's what a lot of people were saying. I have since gotten used to it, but I do see where people were coming from with that. I will also say James Gunn quickly shut this down when he said that there was absolutely zero CGI in David's face. The weird look came from the camera and the wide-angle lens that they used, but still, this clip left a lot of people worried about the movie's visual quality. Then there's Krypto the Superdog. Yes, Superman has a pet dog in this movie. And I literally just saw a clip from Joe Rogan talking about this movie, and once he saw the dog, he was completely out of it. So I hate to even say this, but Krypto being in the movie, I think is going to turn a lot of people off. And of course, there is still a huge chunk of the fan base that is still upset about Henry Cavill not returning. No matter how good David Corenswet is in this movie, some people are just not going to accept a new Superman. But with that said, let's actually talk a little bit about David Corenswet. He is stepping into one of the biggest superhero roles of all time. And while he's not a household name yet, he definitely has the Superman look. Fans have compared him to a younger Henry Cavill, and he's even said in the past that he wanted to play a more bright and hopeful version of Superman. Then we have Rachel Brosnahan playing Lois Lane. From what we've seen so far, she actually seems like a very good pick for this role. We also have Nicholas Hoult playing Lex Luthor. He is definitely a solid actor, and he even let his 5-year-old son shave his head for the role. James Gunn is both writing and directing this film, and he's promising a fresh take. This isn't another origin story. Clark is actually already Superman when the movie starts. James Gunn has described it as a mix of action, heart, and humor. He is aiming for a Superman who genuinely believes in humanity and wants to inspire hope. The music in this film is another big focus. The movie will have an orchestral score with some nods to the John Williams classic Superman films. This approach makes sense because James Gunn wants to honor the past while creating something new. Gunn is also giving the VFX team a full year to work on the movie, which is a big deal. After the backlash about the CGI from The Flash and Aquaman, DC cannot afford another visual mess. Gunn himself said that he's making sure everything looks polished before the movie's release, and that should calm a few people down about the flying scene. The final topic, which I think is the biggest out of them all, is that Superman is not the only movie coming out in July. We have some absolute bangers, including Jurassic World Rebirth and Fantastic Four. Many people are very picky with how they choose to spend their money on movies, so let's say somebody goes sees Fantastic Four or Jurassic World instead of Superman, that will not be good for the movie. And if we're being honest, DC has not had the best track record lately. The Flash absolutely bombed, Blue Beetle struggled a lot, and Aquaman barely made a splash. If Superman doesn't deliver, it will be a major setback for the new DCU. But the question is for you, what do you think? Will James Gunn's Superman movie be successful? Or will it be another terrible flop for this new DC universe? That is about it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below if you want to see more videos about movies, movie news, everything movies. And I will see you next time.